Want to make a beautiful flat wire ring using scrap wire? Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today we're making this beautiful flat wire ring using scrap wire. So without further ado, let's get wired. Today's featured live wire is Anne. Thank you, Anne, for your wonderful participation in the 10-day scrap wire earring making challenge and for your long time participation in my 10-day challenges. I'll link up all the playlists of tutorials for the different challenges in the description below the video. In preparation for making the ring, I dug into my bag of scrap wires and I pulled out a piece that was left over from the 10-day scrap wire earring making challenge. I'm going to reuse this piece, so I'm going to open it up by hand and then get my precision round nose pliers just to open up the end of the spiral. We want to get it as opened up as possible and then get the nylon jaw pliers to start flattening it out. And I have this really funky tool from Artistic Wire. It's the straightener tool, and I'm going to slide the wire in there and I'm going to pull it through to straighten it out. So we have to place the wire in the middle, grab the end with the chain nose pliers and hold firmly and pull, and it straightens out the wire really nicely. The other method you can do to straighten the wire, this piece is actually sterling silver and it's tarnished. So I have this polishing cloth and we're going to rub it with the red side first, and that will start to remove the tarnish. So we'll pull the wire through that. It's going to straighten it and clean it at the same time, and close it up and use the white side to do the finishing touches. So we're just going to keep rubbing it till it's nice and shiny and straight. Another method is just getting your nylon jaw pliers and we'll straighten out the kinks. This is the piece I'll use for the ring. It's 16 gauge. So we'll go in with those nylon jaw pliers and straighten it out the best that we can. And then I'm going to actually do a little bend in the end with my chain nose pliers so I can hold it firmly and it won't slide out. And then we'll use the nylon jaw pliers to pull the wire straight. You might have to go over it a few times depending on how kinked it is. From there, I'm actually going to use the pasta maker to flatten the wire. I have other tutorials to show you how to do this. You start at a more open size and then we're going to slowly tighten it up so it will flatten out. So I'm going to keep going down until it's the flatness that I want. And you just need to pull it through there and you've got your flat wire. And I'll straighten it out a little more with the nylon jaw pliers just to smooth it out a little more. From there, we're going to cut the end flush. Take your round nose pliers and make a little loop on the end. So there's a little closed loop. We'll put it on the ring mandrel, bring it around. I'm going to make this ring a size 7, but because the wire bounces back, we'll just push it around at the 5 mark and it'll end up jumping out to the 7. We're going to measure how much room we need for the bead. It's a 6mm bead. Take the round nose pliers and bend the wire back in the right position so there's room for that bead. Then we'll clip it and continue bringing the wire to make a loop like the other side. So just rotate and bring the wire in, and now you can fit it back on the mandrel to make sure it's round. I'm going to grab another scrap of wire. You can use any gauge, 24, 22 or 20 gauge wire depending on the hole in your bead and the kind of look you want. We're going to bend the wire one up, one down, and we want to slide one wire into the first loop. So we've got it slid through there, and then the other side, we want to put it the opposite way. I actually ended up opening up the loop to make it easier just to slide in there and bring the wire up. So the wire goes around in kind of an S formation. Now you can close up that loop again, and we'll just have to wind the wire around on both sides. So bring it around once and then flip it and do the other side. Make sure you tug it so there's no slack in the wire. Wiggle it around to make sure it's nice and tight. You can get your chain nose pliers to grab the end of the wire and bring it around a few times. I wound the wire around 3 times on both sides, making sure that you tug the end of the wire so it's nice and tight. And you can compress the coil so it's nice and tight, and then get your flush cutters to clip the end, making sure you end it at the top so it won't scratch your finger at all. And you want to clip it in nice and tight so there's no little pokey ends. Get your chain nose pliers to tighten it up, adjust it as you need. Pinch in that little end. Do the same on the other side, just bring in that coil and pinch the end in so it's nice and smooth. Then you could go in with your nylon jaw pliers to press it a little more. Now we'll put it back on the ring mandrel, press it against the mandrel so it's nice and round. Just push it with your thumbs. And there's your beautiful, simple flat wire ring made with scrap wire. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Check out my scrap wire jewelry making ebook with all the templates and tutorials for the 10-day challenge in the description below the video. You can join my 10-day challenges Facebook group to participate in the next 10-day challenge. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.